Hey there, I just wanted to make a quick video to show you how to update the Surf Shaker plugin and also kind of go over the new features that I've added to it. I'm excited about some of the new things that I've added to it. We've also been able to figure out what was causing some of the slowdowns in the building for the site. So the first thing is, if you go to plugins, you'll probably see once I release the update that it's going to show, it shows up as in red, like there's an update available, but for some reason the update button's not showing here. I'll get that figured out by the next version, but for now you can just go to the dashboard, updates. You're going to see under plugins that it's going to show Surf Shaker that there's a new version, and if you look at the version details, we've actually gone ahead and put what was changed from 1.05 to 1.06. So you can see what's going on with there, but in this video I'm going to show you what the updates did anyways. So just select Surf Shaker, hit update plugins, and it should go ahead and update it. Now if you're on 1.04, then this actually will not show up because the licensing and updates was not implemented until 1.06. Until 1.05. So if you haven't installed 1.05, you haven't added your license key or anything like that, then you can just go through plugins, delete it, install 1.06, and you'll be able to make sure this time you'll have to use your license key in here that you have to put in. But if you were already in 1.05, you were activated, then there's no reason to mess with license keys. You can just jump over to Shaker pages. And one of the things the main thing that we did this time around is we actually went ahead and bundled Platinum SEO with the plugin. Platinum SEO pretty much does the same thing that Yoast SEO does, which is Yoast SEO is the one we've been recommending. But I figured out when I was doing the building of the sites that Yoast SEO for some reason does a lot of queries in the background anytime that it's building a post, and it was greatly slowing down the build process. So Platinum SEO, the only reason we're really using it is just to be able to have that title, meta description, little part of it. So there was no reason to have all the extra features of Yoast SEO, and I've tested it. And a lot of my sites actually in the past used Platinum SEO. I had to move away from it because they stopped updating it, and it wasn't working on the Shaker pages anymore. So I kind of went through the Platinum SEO code, figure out what the little tweak that I needed to do to get it to work. So this version that we've bundled does have that little tweak done to it, and it is working up to WordPress 4.0, which is the newest version of WordPress. So that's in there right now. So the first thing you need to do now is we need to disable this Yoast SEO. We're not going to use that for the building process anymore. We can actually disable it, delete it. And then if you want to delete it, you can get rid of it. We don't need it anymore. Now in Platinum SEO, a few of the things that you'll want to check is you want to make sure you set up your home title, your home description, whatever you want the home page to show. Not very important, just something related to the overall theme of the website. One thing that I do is I take out this little extra part because I just want the post title. I don't want anything added to the post title. And also for the tags the tag title format, sorry. This tag title format, for tags I just like the tag itself to show. Everything else you can leave as is, or you can play around with this. Finally, we can use tags as the meta keywords. You want to make sure that this is unchecked. We do want to index the tag archives. We don't want to index comment pages. We don't want to index any of these. And make sure that also subpages. We don't want to index subpages. Subpages are whenever you're on the home page and you're showing post, if you go to the next page, that's the /2/3, that kind of thing. So just make sure that's there. And then the rest of these I think you can leave as is and you'll be good to go. So just update those options. And then also now let me take you over a few of the changes. We added back in extract URLs. A few people were actually really using that feature. Just remember that if you have 17,000 URLs, 30,000 URLs, it's going to take a while to go through those and actually extract them out. And if you are doing that, I really recommend that you are using the localhost setup so that you can max out those the limits on your setup and not have to worry about timing out when it's going through that process. Under Shaker pages, if we're gonna go set up a new Shaker page, we've got a cool set of features that we've added in. And I'm gonna make sure I'm on the visual side here. You'll notice a few new buttons pop up, and I'll tell you what those are about. If you're on text, those aren't gonna show up, so just make sure you're on visual. I've now made it easy to insert the shortcodes that you have set up. So any shortcode that you've had in here, or dynamic, or ads, they're gonna show up on this list here, so that whenever you're writing content, like this is my content, and we want to add a shortcode, you can just go through to the drop down list and add those in, and it'll pop them right into the content. Minimize any errors you may have by accidentally maybe leaving out a bracket, or using instead of using a squiggly bracket, you used a regular bracket. So that's one part that we've added in, and it's really cut down the time that it takes for me to set up the content, because I could just select instead of having to copy and paste and make sure that I don't make any mistakes. The other thing is the link next and the link previous. We've added some buttons for that. The way these work is that you click on link next, put in your anchor text that you want to use. So this is my anchor text, hit OK, and it automatically adds that link. If we look over at the text side, notice that it created the hyperlink. And one quick way that I basically have been doing it is as I'm writing the content, let's say that I want to hyperlink this one, so I'll just copy this, hit link next, paste that right into that box, hit OK, and automatically replaces that and makes it a hyperlink. Same thing for the link previous. And then I've also went ahead and hard-coded the Google Maps shortcode so that you get a unique Google map on every city or on every post based on the cities. And the way you do that is you would hit the insert Google map, and then you can put in make sure that you use the city state abbreviation here. So depending on how you have your shortcodes, if your city shortcode already has like I do mine, where it's city and then space state abbreviation, then you can use city. Or if city's by itself, then just make sure you put some kind of state, since there are obviously throughout the US there's you'll have the same city name in a lot of different states, so you want to add that state modifier in there. But if you've got your shortcode set up like this, you can just insert that. It's going to add this shortcode, and once the page is built out, this will actually turn into a specific map for that area. And that's it. I mean, I think that these changes will really minimize a lot of the issues people were having. It really does greatly speed up the build with having Platinum SEO instead of Yoast SEO. And obviously, one of the things that Yoast SEO did was the sitemaps. So by taking Yoast SEO out, now we do need to have a specific plugin for sitemaps. The one that I've been using that I really like is the BWP sitemap. So once you finish building, you can go ahead and have this sitemap set up. Go ahead and install the Better WordPress sitemaps and activate that. So I would have this plugin completely deactivated while I'm doing the building, activate it when I'm done, jump over to the settings for SML sitemaps, and the few things that you want to do on there is I would make sure that I would disable sitemaps for the Shaker pages and also the tags, because you end up with so many tags, there's no reason to have a sitemap for it. But other than those two things, you can go ahead and just hit save changes, and then you click on your sitemap index here and you have the sitemap ready to go. So that's the only little extra thing that you have to do at the end, but otherwise the Yoast SEO plugin is not needed at all, and we've been getting really good build speed doing it this way.